Hi guys, Dr. Ray with Chiropractic Plus here with Dr. Nick. He's here causing trouble as well. And today what we're going to talk about is adrenal fatigue. Okay, you hear a lot of things about adrenals, right? All the time, like for example, people are tired all the time. They're exhausted. They can't seem to get the energy. Or worse than that, they're in that adrenal craziness. So what happens? Late at night, adrenaline's high. What happens to them?
Well, they can't sleep. They're always spizzed up. They're wired.
Exactly. They're wired and tired is what they call that. So what happens to us is our melatonin and our cortisol gets inverted. Okay. First thing in the morning, you're stressed. Why are you stressed? Because you didn't eat, right? And the body is saying, I need you to wake up and feed me. So cortisol skyrockets in the morning, which makes you wake up because of the sugar burst you get, all right? Then what happens is you eat your food, go out throughout your day. Cortisol high, melatonin low. Now it starts to happen about 3 o'clock in the afternoon is the shift where cortisol starts to elevate and then your melatonin, reverse that. Cortisol goes down, melatonin starts to increase. 10 o'clock at night, you get tired and you fall asleep, okay? Now what happens with people that are wired and tired is that's inverted. In the morning when they should be waking up, melatonin is high, so you can't get out of bed, right? Then late at night, what's happening to them?
They can't fall asleep.
They can't fall asleep because their adrenaline is high because cortisol is high, sugar is high, and melatonin is low. And then you get this negative cycle and you just can't seem to recover. So the bottom line is we have to get this thing repaired, all right? So Nick, Dr. Nick, we got 2 supplements we'll be talking about here. You're going to talk about both of those for me. These are acute stress. These are people that are fired up right now. Go ahead.
All right, so this is your adaptocrine. All right, so your adaptocrine is going to be for, again, the acute stages of your adrenals. All right, and then we have your adrenal revive. Now, the adaptocrine, that's going to help you basically calm you down when you're all spizzed up and you're trying to fall asleep. This is crucial to take with your adrenal revive. Now, this is going to be the protective mechanism.
Mm-hmm. So in early stage, guys, it's very simple. These are people that are just spizzed up. I can't think straight. There's too much coming into my brain at one time. I'm just fired up. This is the chill pill, all right, if you will, all right? Now that one, what does that do?
So the adrenal revive is basically going to help rebuild it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And this is early stage, all right? That's very important to understand. So if you are just spizzed up, you're not having too much trouble sleeping, but you're having trouble concentrating, focusing, because you're just too spizzed up from stress, this is a good choice. So this is going to help to rebuild the early stage adrenal problems and help you chill out. So this is early game. Now, what starts to happen as we get under chronic stress? Now your adrenals, and there's different phases of that as you progress through this. So one thing that happens is you start getting the extremes. Now what we have to do now is we have to get in some rebuilding, some very heavy rebuilding. Now what happens, Dr. Nick, is that our brain is constantly sending information to the adrenals. Give me energy, give me energy. So the adrenals are firing like crazy.
Really ramped up.
Cortisol skyrockets, and what does that do to sugar?
Well, it's going to spike it.
And so you're spiking sugar all the time, which we know is sugar, and even not even eating sugar.
Yeah.
Your sugar is going to be skyrocketing, which is inflammatory and dangerous and can damage a body. So we've got to make sure we're rebuilding those adrenals. Now, the first supplement we're going to recommend is the adrenal energy. So go ahead and talk a bit about the adrenal energy, how that works.
All right, guys. So this is when you first wake up in the morning, and again, your melatonin's still high, your cortisol hasn't spiked yet. Your adrenal energy is going to help pick you up in the morning and basically start really ramping up your adrenals when it needs to.
Perfect. So the idea is this is the rebuilder, right? This has tyrosine in it and a lot of the raw trace minerals. This is raw material that the body uses to rebuild the adrenals. So think about it simple. Like you are sending a whole bunch of trucks to the adrenal glands, all right? And then they send the people in, they start working.
Right.
Well, the problem is you're chronically telling the body to what? Kick the adrenals, right? So you're always spitting out adrenaline. Well, it never has time to recover.
That's right.
So we have to put a perimeter of protection against that. And that is going to be the adrenal calm, right?
That's right.
And the adrenal calm is going to shut down the adrenals, not shut down the adrenals, excuse me. We're going to rebuild the adrenals while this is forming a perimeter. So every time that the brain makes a phone call to fire up adrenaline, this is going to turn them around and say, no, thank you, we're not going to do that.
And now you guys will want to take this at night because it's going to help you, again, protect you, but also really block that stimulus of, hey, I need this energy from the adrenals, and it's like, no, thank you. I want to start calming down, and it's going to help you sleep.
Perfect. So exactly. Now, the challenge you're going to have is during the day, right? So I'm having challenges. So you're going to feel when you have adrenal fatigue, this is where panic attacks, anxiety attacks, these things occur because you end up with damaged adrenals and you're not putting out your body signaling adrenaline, which causes fatigue, and you're exhausted all the time. Then the body makes some adrenaline and instantly it shoots into the system. You get either problem with the brain firing up, that would be the brain type of panic attack. Rapid heartbeat, that'd be the anxiety in there, which the adrenaline's plugging into the receptors in the heart, or gut driven, that could be diarrhea or constipation. So there's 3 different types of panic or anxiety attacks, and these are very common, especially in late stage adrenaline deficiency. So what we want to use during those panic attacks throughout the day is the adrenal calm. So very simple, a little squirt, 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 and it calms you down during those heavy adrenaline times. Now it takes about an hour for this to kick in. So it's very important you get this on quickly at nighttime, an hour before bedtime, good use for that as well.
Right.
Now the opposite of that is the fatigue cycle, because again, it's going to call the adrenals, say give us an the adrenal calm pills, you're going to say no thank you. So it's going to turn that bugger off. So we need some energy. These things are like pretending to be the adrenal glands temporarily until your adrenals can be rebuilt. And so go ahead.
These are creams,
Yeah,
by the way.
exactly. So you're going to squirt the adrenal cream. And again, why do I keep doing it like this? Because if I put it on my hands, hey, how you doing? Nice to see you. I just gave him adrenal stem or adrenal calm, and he may not need it, all right? So make sure you put these on your arms, on your belly fat, good absorption. So stimulation will wake you up. This is important throughout the day, and the calm will calm you down. So if you're in the middle of a panic attack or anxiety attack, calm cream, or at nighttime when you can't sleep. Okay? So again, just a quick review and overview. Again, our adaptocrine and our adrenal revive, that's for early stage.
Early stage, yep.
Right? So this is going to help to get you, we're not going up and down so much, but it's more like the spiz phase all the time. That's early adrenal. Now these are all late adrenal. The adrenal energy is going to rebuild the adrenals with the raw materials. The adrenal calm will set up the perimeter so the adrenals can't be fired. And then we'll be using the creams throughout the day, the calm to calm you down, nighttime especially, and the stim when you're exhausted throughout the day. These will substitute temporarily until the pills can basically do the regeneration. All right? So a little bit on adrenal actions. Hopefully that made sense. Very simple. All you got to do is when you jot down these supplements, pick them up at the office, or you can pick them up online as well. So, anything else? Any final comments?
No, I just protect your adrenals, guys, and you don't want to be doing that cycle. We want to get that balance back into the body, and that's basically
right on. Let's make this happen. So, guys, take care. We'll talk soon. Bye bye.